Traveling through this journey of Fathers of Nation contextualizing characters, and here we are on Sentinel. So let's just see what students say here. And as I've always told you, you just comment so that we see what you think should be improved from whatever they are doing here. And how beneficial, like what are you discovering from the video that is being presented there? What is it that is being undark that you didn't meet early? So let's travel with them to see what exactly they are going to do. And of course, you'll realize that some of them will be shy, some will be open books, sharing information with confidence. And of course, with guidelines, they go as per the expectations. So let's go.
Hi. So this is Group 8 members, and I'm Triza. I'm Karen. I'm Joy. I'm Michelle. I'm Mariana. I'm Joanna. So we are going to meet Sentinel. We started from chapter 4, page 48. Smith is an honorable from America and he is 25 years old. And he came as communication technician in residence. Nick deals with all forms of wireless communication. He deals with all methods of non-wireless transmission.
Further, we see that Nick, he further explains to Fiona why she had inquired about the wireless business, whereas he tells Fiona that he deals with the real-time multiface mega-channel analysis, also known as the silent listener. This silent listener is an infinite array of radios turned to all wavelength from 0 to all the way to infinity, and it can monitor zillions of air messages daily. Then now Mr. Mandy tells Nicholas Sentinel to explain more about the silent listener to Fiona, including the corrupting of the private dialogue, where the youth that one now Nicholas says, he also says that the silent listener is used to harvest information, even in the private license.
So in chapter 10, page 126, Nicholas discovered that there is a guide and 4 other people who have a hidden agenda in the summit. He reveals that the 4 people are only communicating with the guide. Fiona goes to seek the guide. She meets Tad and finds a way of breaking the ice with him. When she meets Afolabi, realizes that he is less enthusiastic about Path Alpha. He reveals that he is the guide. He is surprised that Mackenzie knows the other observers and would wish to meet the man who made all this possible through the silent listener.
Have I got the last bit? Did you vote for you, sir? The last bit.
That's how Mackenzie knew about his communication with the other 4. Then how Mackenzie explained to him about Nick and the silent listening.
Next
Yes, and it's in relation to Fathers of Nations. So as you go back, maybe try to really go deep into how this silent listener works, even cracking mobile phones, like they had said, they will not use mobile phones, they'll use what? They had been instructed to use what? The phone. They what use? Yes, the wireless, right? Yes. However, we discover from Sentinel that in fact the wireless are the ones where now the silent listener works very well by picking whatever information is communicated. Then understand on how that is collected, like what should it give for it to be sensed and the listener picks. That aspect, because it's a bit complex when it is when Sentinel is explaining, but once you understand, you will help yourself to explain that question. Even the aspect of around page 31 when they are talking about those parts of global positioning systems and how they actually go to collect information to know that there is one person communicating with 4 and the 4 have names, the other one is hidden.
End of chapter 10, we see that
Mackenzie explains to Afolabi about the trick, and the trick was, Nick knew the trick that the committee, the method committee had planned, and they had named it the choice of matrix. Well, it has been told in chapter 13, page 171, about how Nick knew the trick that the silent listener had told him about the method that they were going to use for choosing between way omega and path alpha. Then in chapter 11, chapter 11, not 11, 13, sorry, chapter 13, we see when Afolabi had gone to see Fiona, Nick also joins them, and Afolabi thanks Nick for helping them with the trick. Then Nick, that's all about Nick.
Somebody once asked in a workshop somewhere, there's a chief examiner for paper 3, whether students understand that trick. What was the trick exactly? Who knows anything about that? What was the exact trick that Sentinel brought that served to ensure that path alpha was placed on the agenda? I was talking, he was even informing the chair about it. And the chair was trying to ignore, but he insisted, yes, that trick, you remember, the rules. Yes? If you don't know now, just try to research and find out what was that trick exactly. Because he asked, which means we need to know it. So that in case there is something which you have to use to bring up technology and how it serves in this summit, you need to come up with it. Thank you.